Alright, so we're back to the only game where you can shove 100 people in a 10 by 10 house and watch them as they all smother each other to death. It's The Sims 4. Tonsils has a depressed, somber look on his little kitten face, and that is because he knows the truth behind The Sims 4. It is a game of endless torture. Florida Man was feeling empowered by the many palm trees until he saw the tiny ass house that has been prepared for him. So today I basically wanted to experiment with overpopulation and do something incredibly dumb. I prepared this tiny house for the Sims, and I've completely removed all the limitations on how many Sims you're allowed to have in any given game. And so we're going to shove our Sims into this house, and then we're going to begin adding more and more and more Sims. Now the game usually begins to break once you add so many, and so I want to see just how many it takes before they all start dying. Yeah, everyone, go ahead inside. Don't be scaring Johnny Weenus. Jesus Christ, I don't need him to have a heart attack before I get to torture him. See, it has everything a growing Sim needs. A little TV, a toilet, a shower. Like how they're watching this like Dateline show over here. This guy's like, today on The Sims, Sims will be tortured until they feel like they want to die. Just like yesterday. Spleens the cat has her eyes bulging out of her skull. Not because she has hypertension or anything, just because like instead of having an unusual amount of white blood cells, she has an unusual amount of cocaine blood cells. I like how a bunch of Sims are still outside. They're like, we know what you're trying to do, Gray. We're not going inside that goddamn house. Once I start spawning Sims in here, I'll probably just lock the front door so none of them can leave. All right, everyone, get the hell inside the goddamn house. I like how as they're all walking up the stairs, Spleens is right at the front door to greet them. She's like, how y'all doing? Doing good, huh? Yeah, that's nice. You're all gonna die here. All right, everyone's inside. Very good. Let's go ahead and just lock that up. I see we have a second door over here. Wouldn't want them getting out that one. Okay, so right now, not counting the two cats, we have 6 Sims inside the house. Let's go ahead and bump it up to 10 and see where that gets us. We now have 4 more test subjects to throw inside the house. I appreciate that you're already happy. We're going to be crushing those feelings soon enough. It's a good thing that all my other Sims are pretty dumb because I just unlocked the door. They should all be running for their lives, but instead they're just watching the band on the television. God, this is already starting to feel like one of my house parties back in college when you lived in like a 500 square foot apartment and you had 10 people over. All right, excellent. It's not even the first day done yet, and someone's hand is already going up Florida Man's towel. Florida Man's like, yeah, it's pretty good. There's only one bed here, so everyone's gonna have to figure out exactly how they want to sleep. I appreciate that Australian Man and Tonsils have learned the benefits of sharing, but I don't think that any of the other Sims are going to be understanding that concept. I also have to consider that if someone does end up setting a fire in here, it'll probably be lethal to everyone involved. So I kind of hope that that doesn't happen. All right, so far so good. Everyone's doing well. Let's go ahead and bump this up to 15. Okay, now it's starting to get kind of clustered in here. This lady is just walking straight through the plants in order to get inside the house. Australian Man is the most antisocial bastard there is. He has not come out of that bedroom since he's been in there. Everyone's taking this surprisingly well. Australian Man's reading a book. It's like How to Escape from Prison. This book is called Love in the Time of Sandwiches. What the hell? I never actually looked to see what these book titles are called. Tiny Tino and Gina are in love, but Gina bends to pressure and marries another. Devastated, Tiny Tino finds solace in a love affair with sandwiches of all shapes, sizes, and flavors. Many years later, Gina becomes a widow. Can she love Tino again? Especially now when he isn't so tiny. What the hell did I just read? Everyone's acquiring the comedy skill. That's probably a good thing because they're gonna need a good sense of humor to stay alive. What are you doing in the bathroom? Who are you talking to? Oh, you're crazy. This just got 100 times better. All right, everyone's still alive. Time to bump it up to 20. Everyone that comes in always says hi to Spleens before they continue to speak with the rest of the population in here. It's becoming its own little city. All right, no one's actually cooked anything yet. I'm kind of worried. The second that grill top turns on, I have a feeling that a lot of people are going to burn. I like how all the Sims are in fast forward, but the TV is just moving at a normal speed. See, I haven't actually fast forwarded the game. All the Sims are just on cocaine. This one bathroom is working out surprisingly well so far. All right, someone cooked something and everyone's still alive, so that's good. I guess this means we're gonna have to bump it up. Screw this, we're going straight to 30. Okay, people are starting to meld into the countertop. That's exactly what I wanna see. LSD is cooking. That's lovely. No fires yet, putting her delicious yellow gruel on a plate. This is one well-dressed bastard back here in the back. Australian man's like, well, so much for having the bedroom to myself. This guy has a very interesting pattern on his head. It's also possible that Spleens just slapped the hell out of him. I mean, I wouldn't mind if y'all fought to the death for the one single bed. Spleens is like, I wouldn't mind that either. Finally, someone's feeling tense. This is probably the appropriate emotion given the circumstance. All right, LSD stole the bed. Of course, she has to sleep with like 6 other people talking directly around her. I also just realized too, it's probably better this way, but there's a trash can, but it's outside and I've locked the door so no one can actually use it. Everyone is still living in a very normal manner, even with 30 Sims crammed into this house. I am impressed. All right, since y'all doing so well, guess we can bump it up to 40. What is... Was that guy vomiting on my cat? All right. 40 Sims inside of the tiny house right now. Things are looking pretty good. Everyone is still surviving. I want to see if eventually I can get up to 100 Sims inside of this house. No one slept yet except for one person because, again, there's only one bed. The fact that there's only one shower is beginning to become more apparent as a few Sims are beginning to smell like liquefied shit. Florida man can't use the bathroom because there's like 7 people stacked inside of here and he can't get rid of them all. They can't use the shower either because there's so many Sims that they're coming into the bathroom just because there's no place else to stand. Look at him, he's trying so hard. He's like, just this one moment, maybe I can just use the shower, even for 10 seconds or so. This guy's like, get the hell out of the shower, it's my turn, you had your 5 seconds. 2 of the girls have melded into one another. That's a great way to save space. How is she able to sleep? There's like 10 people in here with her. All right, time to bump it up to 50. This guy's bored, huh? Not for long. Okay. 50 Sims inside of the house at this point. Everything's starting to smell like 8-day-old mushroom soup. LSD is still asleep in the bed. There is more and more people now becoming just overwhelmingly dirty, uncomfortable. Yeah, you should feel uncomfortable. Oh no, people are becoming so dirty and they can't even like use the bathroom because there's so many people that they're becoming mortified, which means that they could end up dying soon based upon embarrassment. Notification wall full, yeah, I'll bet. Oh, someone else finally got to use the bed. All they're doing though is like rubbing all of their stink on the sheets. Starting to look like a homeless convention in here. Things have started to break at 50 Sims. Ma'am, what are you holding? Or are you just like, are you giving up gang signs or what is this? I gotta tell you, you are all absolutely exceeding every expectation I had. You know what that means? You get a brand new 10-person addition to the family. Someone's dying. Tyson McKee. Finally. Oh, it's the well-dressed guy. He's dying of embarrassment. I don't know where he is in all this mess, though. People are just sobbing now because of his dead body. It's right at the foot of the door. He was like, I'm so close to getting out. Son of a bitch. All right, 60 Sims right now inside of the house, and we finally had our first death. I'm pretty impressed. The problem is, because there's so many Sims, I don't think that the Grim Reaper can spawn to get rid of the bodies. This one Sim over here is brilliant. He's taking this opportunity to take a shower while all the other Sims are just sobbing uncontrollably in the living room. Look at this. This is such an appropriate representation of this game. I think someone else is dying right now. I just heard the death music. Yep, Alexis Denson. You know what this calls for? You guys deserve a reward. You need 10 more Sims. Okay, we're at 70 Sims so far inside. The bodies are starting to pile up at the front door. All right, we just had another death. People are just crying and or urinating all over spleens over here. You can see the never-ending stream of tears hitting the ground. Akeem's going down as well. I'm curious how high the pile of bodies can get. All right, 80 Sims right now inside of the house. Still less buggy than Fallout 76 though. Trying to get in here just to see what's happening to these Sims. It's so funny. They're all just like walking through one another, crying on top of one another, melding into each other's bodies. Witness death times 3. You're gonna be witnessing a lot more death than that. I had to turn the walls on so that you could get a better idea of just how packed, like fleshy sardines, all of these Sims are. All right, everyone, I can see that you're all having a very difficult time with the recent events that have been going on, except for this guy. He just got a shower in. So what I'm gonna do to give everyone a little something new to cry about is I'm going to add 20 more Sims for 100 Sims inside this sad little house. I like how there's a single file line to get into the house right now. Don't push everyone, don't y'all worry, I'm gonna get you in there in due time. Now this is sick. There's someone sleeping right next to someone else's dead body. We got it. 100 Sims right now inside of the tiny house. Although obviously a few of them are just dead on the ground. There's no space. So look at what happens. The characters just come out, go through the foundation of the ground, and are straddling the floorboards. Meanwhile, Death can't even get inside. He's out here like, Jesus Christ, Gray, what have you done? Oh, because there's a dead body in here, everyone's moving from the living room, so now there's 100 people in the tiniest room in the house outside of like maybe this bathroom. You get to see the few dead bodies that are all out here. This guy's gonna die right next to the rest of them too. He's going down right now. God. People are like, all right, we heard someone died in the other room. Let's all file through the door. Look at all 100 of them going through the door. Hey guys, I know you're all really sad, but someone left their grilled cheese on the stovetop. Can one of y'all get that? All right, everyone, we're doing something new and exciting here. I'm taking away the shower and I'm taking away the toilet. This guy died just for me talking about it. Uh-oh. We're starting to get some sort of chain reaction over here. We got another death going on. I actually can't go into the build menu to get rid of anything because there's so much death happening right now. There's another one going down. Just like a non-stop wall of death at this point. Oh, at least that one body inside the bedroom has a friend now. Mateus going down, Juliana going down. Tonsils is running away. Where you going, buddy? Actually, how you gonna leave? All the doors are locked. On a side note now, there's a lot more space inside the house because, you know, like a good 20 people or so have died so far. Some of the Sims in the back here have simply forgotten how to cry. Actually, this girl just doesn't even have any animations anymore. They're still dropping. This guy is like, Gray, how much more death do I have to witness? Hey, Tonsils, do you really have to like stand right next to the sparking refrigerator that has water right next to it? This little area over here on the side of the screen is what I have now called the wall of death. Tonsils is still trying to run away. This guy's just standing here naked in front of the shower like he hasn't figured out how to start using it. The animation just stopped after he took his clothes off. You know that there's a lot of Sims inside of a house when someone's head has fallen through the wall. As I say that, like 2 more people just dropped dead. When you turn the walls on, this looks even better. Her one finger is coming through the house too. It's probably the middle finger. This is interesting. Things are starting to break pretty bad. I can't actually click on anything anymore. I like that not only is Florida Man still alive, but he is not crying. He's like, Gray, I have seen death. And if there's one thing I learned, it's that death is a great time to take a shower. There's so much going on right now that the statuses won't change. Like this guy has had to use the bathroom for like 2 days. What are y'all doing in here? Everyone's just kind of frozen. Oh, hey, everyone's kicked back in again. There we go. Just took a little bit. Started back up just in time for someone to die. Oh, someone actually died straight outside of the house. Lucky her. LSD just died of starvation. Oh, people are gonna start starving to death. That's right, no one's eaten for like 3 days. Francis, are you gonna die through the wall? Up, you fell to the right. There's maybe what, 10, 20 Sims left? Florida Man's still alive. I like how every once in a while, just like a random urn pops up. Barbaros! died of starvation, one of our originals. I'm surprised everyone's not dehydrated. They've been crying for like 72 hours straight. Spleens is being taken away by the pet care worker. Yeah, good luck trying to get inside the house. They're like, you haven't fed Spleens in forever. I'm like, look, there's food everywhere. All right, couple more starvations going on here. I'm pretty surprised that there's this many Sims still left alive. Spleens is running away from me or the pet care worker. No, Florida man, starvation, the Bud Light, it couldn't sustain him. Michael Rowland, I don't really care about you. I think there's like 5 Sims left. Their animations have all paused though, so I can't really tell. I think it's possible that there's so many bodies in the house right now that the game has just given up the will to live. Oh, never mind. Some of the will just came back just in time for someone new to die. Oh, people are turning into ghosts spontaneously. What the hell's happening? That came out of nowhere. Did they die or what? Is this the only guy that's left? Was that the one dude that was still left alive? No, that was our winner. He just died of starvation. I mean, I guess I can give the trophies to these cats over here, including Spleens, which has gotten the zombie plague or something. When someone's upper torso has fallen through the paneling of the house, you know that the experiment was a success. Well, folks, I'm gonna go ahead and leave you with this imagery right here. Hope you all enjoyed this episode of The Sims 4. Till next time, stay foxy, much love.